Did you know Pearl is not Mr. Crab's biological daughter? Instead, the theory proposes that Mr. Krabs adopted Pearl and that she is, in fact, a whale adopted by the crustacean character. Here are 10 evidences that shed light on this theory. Number 1. Physical differences. One of the primary points in the theory is the notable difference in species and size between Mr. Krabs and Pearl. Mr. Krabs is a small crab, while Pearl is a much larger whale. The theory suggests that this difference in species and size raises questions about the biological relationship between the two. Number 2. Color discrepancy. Some fans point out the color difference between Mr. Krabs, who is red, and Pearl, who is pink. While this difference in color could simply be attributed to artistic choices in character design, some fans use it as a point of speculation. Number 3. Wealth inheritance. Another aspect of the theory suggests that Mr. Krabs may have adopted Pearl as a means of inheriting wealth. Whales in the series are often associated with large pearls, and Pearl herself is portrayed as coming from a wealthy family. This could be seen as a motive for Mr. Krabs to adopt her. Number 4. Unexplained backstory. Throughout the series, there is little explanation given about the background and family history of characters, including Pearl. The lack of a detailed explanation about Pearl's parentage has led fans to come up with their own theories to fill in the gaps. Number 5. Species mismatch. This theory also highlights the biological incongruity between a crab and a whale. Crabs and whales are vastly different species, both in terms of anatomy and habitat. The theory suggests that this stark contrast may be intentional and meant to raise questions about their familial connection. Number 6. Mr. Krabs' tight-fisted nature. The theory argues that Mr. Krabs' notorious greed and money-focused personality make it unlikely that he would have a biological connection to Pearl. The adoption theory, in this context, could explain why Mr. Krabs is so obsessed with money. He may be compensating for the costs associated with raising a whale. Number 7. Protective nature. Throughout the series, Mr. Krabs is shown to be protective of Pearl, and their interactions often reflect typical parent-child dynamics. Fans argue that this protective nature could be consistent with an adoptive father looking out for his adopted daughter. Number 8. Lack of family resemblance. The theory points out that there is no physical resemblance between Mr. Krabs and Pearl. In many animated shows, familial relationships are often indicated by shared physical traits, but this is not the case with Mr. Krabs and Pearl. Number 9. Squidward's disbelief. In some episodes, Squidward expresses disbelief or confusion about the relationship between Mr. Krabs and Pearl. Fans interpret these moments as subtle hints that there may be more to their relationship than what is explicitly stated in the show. Number 10. Age discrepancy. The theory also points out the potential age difference between Mr. Krabs and Pearl. Crabs generally have shorter lifespans compared to whales. If Mr. Krabs were Pearl's biological father, there might be questions about how a relatively short-lived crab could be the parent of a longer-lived whale. The adoption theory, in this context, could address the longevity mismatch between the two characters. To know more crazy theories, check out this video.